Hello, greetings my lovelies. Hello, it's Emmy. Welcome back. Greetings my lovelies. Hello, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another taste test. Today I'm going to be tasting this, among many other things, and this is pizza flavored instant cup ramen. So everything I'll be tasting today came all the way from Japan, from Paul at Critical Eats Japan. I shall put a link down to his channel down below. Thanks so much, Paul, for sending me these seasonal and interesting treats. Like many things in Japan, you can only get them for a short period of time, including peach Coke, which is in my refrigerator. Let me go grab it. So yes, I will be tasting this as well, and this is Coca-Cola Peach. Peach Coke. And some matching pizza chips. And these two things. And these are potato chips that are very similar to Pringles that we have here in the US. And these are chocolates that are covered in these potato chips. Sounds delicious. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So this is going to take a little time to cook, so let's go ahead and prepare this first. This is the pizza pote tomato big cup noodle. So this is a bit of a portmanteau, pizza and pote, which is short for potato, and tomato. So some people ask me why I pronounce English words with a Japanese accent. Well, a lot of words have been adopted from English into Japanese, and this is written in katakana. And so that says pizza, and this is pote. And so technically I'm not really speaking English, I'm speaking Japanese adopted English. So it's Japanese, right? I've mentioned this a few times before in other videos, but I really enjoy opening boxes and packaging and unboxing things from Japan because it's so well considered. They make it so easy, so satisfying and pleasurable. For example, oh, I've got all this cellophane and I don't have fingernails to rip the cellophane. That's annoying. Nuh-uh, right here, right when you're about to poke this with your fingernail, they have a little open tab. So you just lift this little piece, this little tab right here, lift it off, and beneath it is a little tab ready for you to pierce your finger in there and just pleasurably open up the cellophane. So nice. Love that. The noodles come up almost to the very top. There's a fill line there. Looks like there's little bits in here. I'm thinking this might be cheese and a little bit of meat, and looks like things almost look like croutons. Let's smell it. It smells kind of tomatoey. Doesn't really smell like pizza. Gonna add our hot water to this, to our fill line. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna let that sit for about 3 minutes. So while that is cooking, let us taste these. And these are pizza chips. This is made by a big company in Japan called Calbee, and these are pizza potato. My automatic inclination, is to open a package of chips like this. Here they give you a little notch. Wow, this is interesting. They smell very cheesy, kind of like that green Parmesan cheesy smell, a little bit stinky. But what's interesting is the chips look like they're topped, kind of like a pizza. Not on both sides. Looks mostly like on one side. Yeah, just as pictured, it looks like the chip is topped with maybe some cheese and a little bit of green parsley or something. Itadakimasu. Interesting. Nice potato flavor, similar texture to a Ruffles potato chip, a little firmer crunch, but I like the kind of ridginess of it. In terms of flavor, initially it's very, very cheesy, milky, kind of funky, and then it ends with a little bit of a garlicky finish. Not at all tomatoey, so I wouldn't think pizza. Tiny bit sweet and a little bit buttery, a little bit of artificial butter flavor. Delicious, maybe not. Disgusting, definitely not. Just kind of interesting. So let's compare those chips with these chips. Right here it says Chip Star, made by the YBC company. And I've never had these chips before, but based on the packaging and the style that's shown here, it looks a lot like a Pringles chip. Everything is made out of paper, even the lid, which is different. Oh, that's different too. It's wrapped in a bag inside. Cute. Look at that. Oh, that opens so nicely. So they do look similar to Pringles. They look a little bit more kind of bumpy though. A little bit more puffed. Cute stack though, very nice and neat, and not a single chip is crushed. Now I've learned from eating Pringles that the best way to do it for me is to do it kind of upside down. It seems to fit better. All right, here we go. And they're actually very similar to Pringles. This seems to have a little bit more of a fried flavor, and both Pringles and these chips taste, to me, a bit like instant mashed potatoes. They have that kind of cooked mashed potato flavor to them, but instant, definitely instant dehydrated potato flavor. The crunch is light and tender and thin and just kind of pleasantly crumbles in your mouth. And very, very, very uniform. Everything about this chip is uniform. The texture, the shape, the way it crumbles, it's all about uniformity. I like the amount of salt on here. Enough to give it a little bit of seasoning, but not overly salty where you feel like your tongue is raw afterwards. But yeah, essentially a Pringles chip. Now let's compare that with this. And this is a Chipsta Chocoreto. So these are chocolates that are coated and rolled in these chip crumbs. Here it says very clearly to open. Just to open it here and tear it apart. These almost look like almond roca. They're chocolate covered, and instead of almonds though, this is potato chips. I'm trying to see if I can taste any of the potato chip. And the potato flavor is really, really subtle. Mostly what I taste is this chocolate stuff. And this chocolate, I want it to be creamier. It's a little bit chalky and dry. It's got kind of a firm texture to it. In terms of flavor, it tastes pretty cocoa-y. It's not really intensely chocolatey flavored, which I find a little bit disappointing. It's not overly sweet, which I appreciate, but I really want some more of that potato chip flavor in there. All right, let's check on our pizza potato tomato ramen noodles. Here we go. Oh, not like any ramen noodles I've ever seen before. Everything is plumped up. And let's give this a stir. So this is pizza flavor, but it still has that very familiar cup noodle smell to it. Kind of fried and boiled. And then I'm going to pour it into a bowl so you can really see everything inside it. All right, let's do that. That is a lot of noodles. The thing I'm most curious about so far is this thing. I'm very curious about this kind of blocky, almost fatty looking thing. Let's give that a taste. That's potato. That little blocky thing is not cheese. It's little bits of potato. And it just tastes like a reconstituted, slightly crumbly, chalky, dry, spongy potato. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like you took a French fry and you put it in your soup. It has strange kind of wet French fry texture to it. Yeah, definitely tastes of potato though. All right, let's give this a taste. All right, I'm gonna use this to catch it. Let's give this a taste. Here we go. Itadakimasu. Does it taste like pizza? A little bit. The broth is very salty and taste of tomato, and it has a little bit of that acidity that comes with tomato. And there's a little bit of kind of an oregano flavor to it, but it doesn't really taste like pizza to me. No, but granted, Japanese pizza is very different than US pizza. All right, let's have another bite with the noodles. the flavor is pretty subtle, actually, surprisingly. It still tastes like ramen noodles with a bit of a tomatoey pizza essence. It doesn't remind me of pizza necessarily. There's tiny little bits of meat in here and some tomato as well. Let's have a bite with that. See if it tastes more like pizza then. Yeah, a little bit more. It seems like if you get that meat part especially, it tastes a little bit more like pizza. Essentially what this tastes like to me is instant cup noodles with about a teaspoon of pasta sauce in this, like a little bit of spaghetti sauce, just a little bit. So it tastes more like ramen pasta rather than ramen pizza. This style of noodle is made to be cooked instantly. You're not supposed to cook it over the stovetop, just add some hot water to it. So they are very thin. Although wide, they don't have that nice chew that I love with instant noodles. So yeah, it's okay. Now that I finished my meal, let's go ahead and chase it with this. And this is Coca-Cola Peach. I've never had this before. I love Coca-Cola. I'm very skeptical that I'll love this. I love peaches, but I'm not a huge fan of artificial peach flavor, but I'm still very curious about this flavor. Coca-Cola Peach. Here we go. It actually smells pretty pleasant. Like a scratch and sniff sticker, pleasant. Very peachy. Don't really smell any Coke. I kind of like it, and I'm not, why? It transports me to my days of collecting erasers. All right, let's see how it goes. All right, pour the Coke in there. It looks like Coke. Lots of bubbles, nice and brown, cola. Let's give it a go. Cheers. Oh no, 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 no. No, don't like that. Very, very peachy. It's a peach soda. I don't taste any cola at all. I don't taste any of my beloved Coke in there at all. Blindfolded. It's peach fizzy elixir. Yeah, so if you like peach flavored things, I think you would really, really adore this because it's very heavily scented and flavored of peach. But if you love Coke, I'm not so sure. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Nope, not a fan of that at all. I don't like cherry Coke either. But at least with cherry Coke, I feel like I can taste some of the Coke in there. But this, I don't taste any Coke. It just tastes like peach. Very sweet, strong peach flavor. It does taste artificial, but for being an artificial peach flavor, it's not bad. I just don't really want peach soda. And it's very cloying too. It still tastes like an air freshener in my mouth. Thanks so much again, Paul, for sending these to me. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media so you can learn about little giveaways that I do and what videos are coming up next. And I shall see you in my next one. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye. So as I was cleaning up, I noticed that this too has opening instructions. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm on my chip line. My banana phone just totally died on me.